I have been talking about Raheem Sterling for a while now, and I am glad that BBC Sports has clearly detailed on everything that is currently going on between Raheem Sterling and Chelsea. Of course, I am not going to miss anything. I am going to report it the same way BBC Sports reported it. So you make your choice. Now here it is. Raheem Sterling, of course, has been frozen out by Chelsea. And BBC Sport is making us understand that Raheem Sterling has 2 years remaining on his contract, just like I reported. And those 2 years is going to cost Chelsea £30 million. Remember, I reported in the past that Chelsea is pushing to see if they can come into an agreement for £10 million for Raheem Sterling to terminate his contract. So his 2 years contract with Chelsea is currently worth £30 million. Please ride with me. And he said here, of course, we bought Raheem Sterling for £50 million from Manchester City. BBC Sports said here, in July 2022, Raheem Sterling signed for Chelsea for £50 million on a 5 years contract in which Raheem Sterling is expected to earn £325,000 weekly. You've seen why Chelsea is doing everything possible to offload Raheem Sterling. You see, Raheem Sterling quickly relocated his family to London in the process. You see, 2 years down the line, 2 years down the line, his contract with Chelsea signed Enzo Maresca, and Enzo Maresca made it clear that Raheem Sterling is no longer part of his plan. Ride with me. You see, he said Raheem Sterling is no longer part of his plan, and Raheem Sterling was advised to start looking for a new club. Again, you see, Raheem Sterling, on the other hand, could prefer to stay back in London. Raheem Sterling doesn't want to play outside London. He doesn't want to go far from London. I reported about it in the past. But this time, simply because his son is currently at Arsenal Academy. He wants to be closer to his family. It is a beautiful one if you are to ask me for the player. But I am not loyal to any player. I am loyal to Chelsea. Let's go on. He said, but there was an understanding that he could consider opportunity tabled by him by Chelsea in this transfer market, despite the fact that Raheem Sterling doesn't want to go far away from London. As a matter of fact, he still want to be around London. But there is an understanding between him, according to, they consider to be an understanding between him and Chelsea if a good opportunity is tabled during the transfer market. Moving on, Chelsea sources claim that they brought Champions League side Bayern Leverkusen and of course Juve to the table for Raheem Sterling. But Sterling's desire is to stay close to his family. He made it clear that is a priority for him. Now, talking about staying in London, staying close to London, not going far away from London, Fulham, Crystal Palace and West Ham were the London clubs that sounded out, but a deal did not materialize. Why? I am coming to that. Chelsea felt his wages limited options for him to be signed by any London club. So, if Raheem Sterling is not able to heavily cut out or take a wage cut, there is no possibility that any other London club, like I mentioned here, the likes of Crystal Palace, the likes of West Ham, will be able to, acquire his service. None of this club can pay him £325,000 weekly. So Chelsea felt like, because of his wages and all of that, there is no possible way any London club can even sign him. Again, BBC Sport continued. It seems unlikely that Chelsea and Sterling will agree on a severance package for £30 million remaining on his contract. You see, there is unlikelihood that both parties will agree for him to terminate his contract. Severance package, probably like I reported on the £10 million, maybe agree to this, we'll pay you this and you go. Thereby Chelsea saving £20 million, just like I reported. You see, but Raheem Sterling is waiting for a clearer picture on his current exile. Remember, he has been, frozen out of the squad totally. Not expected to be around the other teams. Not going to use the same facility with other teams, toilets, eatery, whatever with other teams. But Raheem Sterling is waiting for clearer picture after the international break. Again, sources says he will continue to report to training, maintain high level of professionalism until solution is found. Chelsea's squad right now is this. If Chelsea fails to find solution for Raheem Sterling, the best thing Chelsea might likely do is to bring him back into the team, just like I even reported in my past video. Bring him back into the team, and of course, maybe give him other competition. We have so many competition to play this season: Carabao, FA, the league itself, Champions League. We can use Raheem Sterling for either of these. Raheem Sterling will be reporting to training and all of that until a solution is found. Maybe by the end of the day, Chelsea and Raheem Sterling will amicably part ways. Maybe he takes the £10 million, just like other sources have reported, and move on with his career and join any of this London club, just like he is currently demanding, so that he can be close to his family that is playing for Arsenal and other places. Again, what is your thought on this?